Hi, welcome to Chalkboard Chat, a video brought to you by the Baldwin County Community Advisory Task Force for Education. Today we've been asked to explain equity funding, an often misunderstood term that is so critical to the way funding occurs for education in Alabama. Let's go over a few definitions first so we're all on the same page. ADM stands for the average daily membership, which is the total average daily enrollment during the first 20 days after Labor Day from the previous school year. And this doesn't include pre-K. So basically, it's the total number of students. Ad valorem is a tax based on the assessed value of real estate or personal property. Property ad valorem taxes are the major source of revenue for state and municipal governments. Simply put, it's your property tax. A mill is 1/10 of 1 cent. The number of mills an agency charges for taxes is multiplied times the assessed value of the property, and the result is the tax amount due. So a mill is $1 per $1,000 of assessed value. Millage rate is the amount per $1,000 that is used to calculate taxes on property. Millage rates are also used by school boards to calculate local school taxes to be collected. 10 mills on a $100,000 piece of property would equal $100 annual property tax if the property is homesteaded. Now that we understand some of these definitions, let's dig into equity funding. In 1995, the state of Alabama created a funding formula known as the Foundation Program. The intent of the Foundation Program was to provide an equitable, basic funding stream for public K-12 schools throughout the state. The equity came through a mandated 10 mil equivalence in local property tax, which the local school system had to commit to the Foundation Program. Thus, the 10 mil match. The legislation also established a framework for the K-12 funding budget. The Foundation Program provides for revenue for our educators, our teachers, principals, librarians, counselors, non-certified support staff such as secretaries, custodial, and cafeteria workers, as well as basic support for classrooms, including textbooks and classroom supplies. But it cannot be used for debt or capital expenditures. Let's talk about the value of 1 mil. The huge disparity in property values throughout the state is the reason that the value of a mill varies tremendously. Baldwin County has the second highest mill value in the state of Alabama, with 1 mill being worth approximately $3.7 million. Let's look at some of the other counties within Alabama. Baldwin County at $3.7 million is only surpassed by our neighbors Mobile County at just over $5 million. For reference, Tuscaloosa County values a mill at $1.17 million. And in parts of the state where property values are at their lowest, like Clay County, the value of a mill is just over $91,000. The foundation formulas determine the amount of state foundation allocation for each school system, and it's based on our ADM, as well as our faculty and staff tenure and certification levels. Then the 10 mil valuation is deducted from the total allocation, and the school system receives the net difference. What does that mean in Baldwin County, which has the second highest mill valuation in the state? The Foundation Program allocation for fiscal year 2016 is based on an ADM of approximately 30,000 students and is anticipated as follows. The State Foundation Program will produce $159.3 million for Baldwin County. Then you deduct our 10 mil match at $37 million, resulting in $122.3 million in state funding. So as you can see, as property values go up, state funding goes down. Keep in mind that the 10 mil match, $37 million, must be used towards foundation expenses, as we've covered already. Cannot be used for debt service or capital expenditures. So any millage collected over 10 could be used at a local discretionary level to include such things as debt service and capital expenditures. But the first 10 mil has to go in these categories. Hopefully this helped explain equity funding and remove some of the mystery for you. We hope to provide you with more Chalkboard Chats in the future. And remember, the Community Advisory Task Force for Baldwin County Education, we love Baldwin County and we love our children. Thanks for watching.